Hello everyone, it's I, Dr. Packer, and welcome back to Packer Reads SCPs. Today we have something a little different. Today we have SCP, the Endurance. Now, I've tried to play this game a couple of times. As you can see, I was on night 2, and my recording tried to kill me on several different occasions. But, we're just going to try this again here. I've got a bit of a vague idea how this works. So I'm going to start back on night 1 for everybody so we can get an idea how this works here. It's a pretty simple concept. It's a SCP FNAF. You're a D class working in a guard row for some reason. So here's the office. Get my phone call.
Hi there, I'm Ronald. Welcome to the Endurance Program. You chose, or perhaps you've been forced to work, as a night guard here on level D.
No 173.
Tonight, I'll be teaching you how to operate this junky camera system. I'm a maintenance engineer, so keeping this crap in decent working condition is basically my only duty here, so I'd be the best person to draw you in. No worries, I'll go easy on ya, and just don't tell the rest of the staff I said that. They would love to see you running headless. I don't really share their attitude though. As you can see, there's a PC station for your disposition. It's rocking an early version of our software on it, hence there's that weird terminal thing on a monitor to your right. But it's not as complicated as you'd think. Its main purpose is running some essential commands and logging in since user interface assets aren't ready for that yet. It also powers up a camera system, which is an essential tool for this job, so you absolutely need to keep this thing running. For security measures, the passwords on every computer here in the facility are changed every day. Since you're a Class D and you have no permissions around here, I'll be leaving a sticky note with a passcode for you. So, shall we try to see if you'll be able to run this thing? I'm going to remotely pull the plug in your area. Cutting off the power means you'll have to boot this machine up again from the ground up. Here's what you'll have to do. Flip the lever on the wall in front of you to get your room some juice. Then power up your PC, that boxy thing on the right of your table. You'll have to wait a few seconds for it to boot up, and then it's going to ask you for a password. Type in whatever's on that sticky note. If done correctly, we should be able to speak again. Ready?
Alright, so my power's out. So this turns the power back on. Press this, and now my computer's going to boot up, and right here's my password. So you actually have to type this in. I am running this on Mint, so yeah, Linux user, haha. I'm sick right now recording this, but I've tried 3 times. So.
Well done. Now, let's familiarize you with the cameras. There are 3 floors for you to watch over. Each has a set of cameras. Some of these hang in dark places and have been equipped with lights. If there's a flashlight available, a text in the corner of your camera feed will appear. Pressing Z on your keyboard activates the light. Of course, you have one of these flashlights with you in the office as well, but you need to keep in mind, all of them consume power when used. Sounds like now would be a good time to talk about power management. This night's an easy one. For practice purposes, you've been provided with unlimited power. Unfortunately, tomorrow there will be a limited energy pool for your night shift. Things that may drain your electricity are lights, PC, camera system, ventilation, and a door.
Right here.
Yes, that door on your right. Hence that usage meter is overloaded. But there are ways you can save some of that precious energy. There's a link to the ventilation system on Cam 2D. By clicking on a server unit on the left, you're able to toggle ventilation on and off. But you have to keep in mind, we're deep underground. You still need to be able to breathe. Another way is putting your PC to sleep when it's not in use. It consumes less power, wakes up crazy fast, and starts right where it left. You can do that by pressing X on your keyboard.
This is outside in 73.
There's a replica of a mask of SCP-035 for you to use. Being a guard among these crazy abominations is no easy task, but it may help you fool some of them. And that's it. I need to go help the others now. Remember what I said. And be sure to make use of a library on the left monitor to look those SCPs you're about to encounter up. It may save your life. Hang in there, and good luck.
This will be, I'm not actually sure what this one does. There's a ventilation, I guess. But here's the library. So this is the new Peanut model for at least this game. Everyone's got their own Peanut design after the whole 173 picture debacle that happened on the wiki. So you have just to watch him. 106, Larry, he's gonna try to like face through the floor and stuff. I believe you put on the 035 mask and he goes away. 862, the key, this little fella right here. We'll try to come through this door and I was gonna watch for him. And 1048, it's a lot creepier than this picture, if you can believe it. He'll show up and you just go. Man, get one of these. That's a good example. Turn the computer off and not anything out, but that's what happens in our password. Alright, so there's night one. It was just a tutorial night. Nothing to worry about here, and night two is intent. So let's jump into night two real quick. I'm gonna beat night two for this night one, night two for this video. So it might take me about 4 hours, but I'm gonna beat this night. Okay, hopefully. So I have to start up my PC. No, I need to watch Peanut especially. You burned her power like crazy. Crap. You pick just the funnest symbols to use. Okay. So right there he is. So you flash him a couple times and he goes away. I need to get, man, he's there. So right there's Peanut. Peanut's about what you expect. Just watch him. Close that or Eric will show up. So you can see he's starting to show up. So I have to keep my ear out. Hang on. Larry, put the mask on. He's gone. And you're back. So if he gets in, he's going to disable my PC, which we obviously don't want. I need some more power. And I'd like to be, but we're going to do better. Probably a smart thing to do would be shut off my ventilation, but that is a pretty big risk. Shut that off for a few minutes. Turn that back on. He is being very aggressive. So he's coming back. And so next couple nights we're gonna have some more friends, but you'll see in the next videos. That darn vent gets me every time. I'm using too much power. That's what we're going to call regrettable decision right here. Just can't look at my cameras right now. So that's what happens when you do that. That's what I wanted to happen. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. Okay. So, yeah, that was, at least I heard the wrong sound cue. Right there. So that was the sound cue for, not 106, as I thought it was. Nikki Feller after. I'm honestly not sure what this event does, but it's there. So if he gets in, he's gonna mess the computer, so we can't let him in. You gotta listen, 106. He's sneaking. Now, I think Mr. Doggo here. I believe he likes to move when I put the mask on. So I've let 17, you can tell I've let 173. I've not watched him for too long, so he's moved farther than I would have liked. So what he's going to try to do is get on the elevator, and I believe he comes this way. So in his current stage, he's no... Okay, now he's a grip. So he's just walked off. So he's gone now. So he has 2 or I guess 3 stages. Right now it's his first stage. His first stage is obviously he's not there. Second stage, you can see him in the distance. And third stage, he's at the door, which you have to shut it. And he's in stage 2. I think it's stage 2. I'm going to click on the camera so much. So he's going to make his way. Right there. He's sneaking. Jeez. That was a particularly aggressive attack right there. Well, I'm at those by skin of my teeth. I'm just going to hope that 173 doesn't have enough time to make it to me. Oh my god. That was okay. That was close. That was close. So, there was night 2. You can tell, even on the first night with active enemies, this is intense. I had a good number of them on me. At least I had 173 was on me, 106 was on me, 862 was him. 860 is just this key right here. And 1048 was on me. So, yeah. That was not fun. I'm going to throw in the cutscene at the start of the game here. But for now, that's going to be the end of part 1. Also, love this music. So that was part 1 of SCP The Endurance. I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you all for the next lecture. This has been Dr. Packard with Packard Reads SCPs, and goodbye.